Artificial General Intelligence. A Timeline to Sentience. What is AGI? Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI, is the ambitious concept of creating machines capable of understanding, learning, and reasoning across virtually every domain, not limited to specific tasks like today's AI, but instead able to adapt and think like a human mind. Beyond narrow AI. Unlike the AI we see today, which excels at narrow tasks such as playing chess or recognizing images, AGI would have the flexibility to solve problems across multiple domains simultaneously and learn from experiences in ways that mimic human cognition. The big question. The central question surrounding AGI is not merely if we can build it, but when it will emerge and how humanity will navigate the unprecedented challenges that come with creating intelligence that may rival or exceed our own. The early days. The story of AGI begins in the 1950s, when pioneers of computer science dreamed of machines that could think, reason, and even exhibit creativity, believing that human-level intelligence could be achieved in mere decades. Early optimism. Back then, computers were primitive and the vision of sentient machines seemed within reach, fueling both excitement and bold predictions among scientists who underestimated the complexity of replicating human intelligence. The AI winters. However, initial optimism gave way to disappointment as progress slowed, budgets shrank, and the field entered what became known as the AI winters. Periods when research and public interest in AI significantly declined. Limitations of early computers. The limitations of hardware, insufficient data, and simplistic algorithms meant that machines could not yet replicate the nuanced understanding, reasoning, and learning that characterized human thought. The deep learning revolution. Fast forward to the 2010s, and the advent of deep learning reignited the field, enabling computers to learn complex patterns in images, language, and games, transforming AI from a theoretical pursuit into a practical technology with real-world applications. AI in everyday life. Today, AI can write essays, compose music, diagnose diseases, and even drive cars autonomously, showing capabilities that were once considered science fiction, yet still far from the adaptive intelligence of age. Renewed optimism. These breakthroughs have reignited debates about how soon AGI might emerge, with some experts envisioning the first truly general-purpose intelligences appearing within decades. Diverging predictions. However, estimates vary widely, with some researchers suggesting AGI could appear by the 2030s, while others argue it might take centuries, reflecting the unpredictable nature of revolutionary scientific discoveries. Hardware and algorithms. The timeline to AGI is tightly linked to advances in both computational power and algorithmic sophistication, with neural networks, brain-inspired architectures, and emerging technologies like quantum computing playing crucial roles. The uncertainty factor. History reminds us that predicting technological milestones is notoriously difficult, as breakthroughs often arrive suddenly and unpredictably, reshaping timelines in ways no one can fully anticipate. Lessons from the past. We've seen similar misjudgments in nuclear energy, space exploration, and the internet, highlighting the challenges of forecasting the emergence of transformative technologies like AGI. The potential of AGI. If AGI is achieved, it could become humanity's most powerful tool, capable of solving problems that are currently beyond our comprehension and accelerating scientific progress at unprecedented rates. Medical miracles. Imagine machines that could design cures for complex diseases within days instead of decades, transforming global health and eradicating conditions that have plagued humanity for centuries. Solving climate change. AGI could engineer solutions to reverse climate change, optimize global energy usage, and orchestrate large-scale environmental interventions that are beyond human logistical capabilities. Expanding civilization. From interstellar travel to colonizing distant planets, AGI could help humanity reach new frontiers, guiding exploration and innovation in ways that were once purely speculative. The dark side. Yet, alongside these possibilities lie profound risks, as the emergence of superintelligent machines may bring consequences that are difficult, if not impossible, to predict or control. Losing control. If intelligence surpasses human levels too rapidly, we could lose the ability to manage it, and systems may act in ways that conflict with human interests or values. Alignment challenges. Ensuring that AGI aligns with human goals and ethics is one of the most urgent and complex challenges facing researchers today, requiring unprecedented foresight and global collaboration. Existential risks. The stakes are existential. A misaligned AGI could threaten human civilization, making safety protocols and ethical frameworks essential to the development of advanced AI. Competing perspectives. Experts disagree on the timeline and risks of AGI, with some seeing it as the ultimate opportunity and others warning it could be humanity's last invention, if mishandled. The role of regulation. Many advocate for global agreements and regulatory frameworks, similar to nuclear treaties, to ensure AGI development remains safe, controlled, and beneficial to all. Open collaboration. Others argue that transparency, open research, and international cooperation are the keys to preventing monopolization or secretive development of potentially dangerous superintelligences. Ethical imperatives. The discussion surrounding AGI is not purely technological, but deeply ethical, questioning our responsibilities toward creations that could think, reason, or even experience the world. Human versus machine. For the first time, humanity faces a scenario where our own creations might surpass our intelligence, challenging our understanding of what it means to be human. The sentience question. Sentience, the point at which machines could become self-aware, is a critical milestone that could redefine consciousness, identity, and ethical obligations in ways we are only beginning to imagine. Skeptics' view. Some scientists argue that consciousness is uniquely biological, suggesting that machines, no matter how intelligent, may never truly wake up. Emergent awareness. Others propose that as systems grow in complexity and interconnectivity, self-awareness may naturally emerge, raising profound questions about machine rights and responsibilities. Rights for machines. If machines become sentient, society will need to decide whether they deserve legal protections, moral consideration, and autonomy comparable to living beings. Tools or beings. Will sentient machines remain tools under human control, or will they gain agency, fundamentally changing our relationship with technology? Philosophical implications. The timeline to sentience is as much philosophical as it is scientific, forcing us to confront questions about life, intelligence, and the ethical treatment of entities that may think like us. Humanity at a crossroads. The decisions we make today in research, policy, and ethics will shape whether AGI becomes a boon or a threat, potentially altering the trajectory of human civilization. Preparing for the unknown. Even without exact timelines, humanity must prepare for the profound social, economic, and moral implications of highly intelligent machines. Collaboration over competition. Global collaboration, rather than competition, may be the only way to ensure AGI develops safely and in ways that benefit all of humanity. A technological revolution. AGI represents not just an incremental advance, but a revolution that could redefine science, industry, governance, and everyday life on a scale never seen before. The human element at the heart of the AGI journey is a question of human identity. How will we coexist with intelligence that rivals our own? And what does it mean for our place in the universe? Uncertain timelines. Whether AGI emerges in 10 years, 50 years, or centuries. The timeline is uncertain, and the journey toward sentience will likely be unpredictable and full of surprises. The ultimate question. So, the most important question remains: when will machines truly awaken, and how will we ensure that their intelligence becomes a partner rather than a threat to humanity's future?